Hello learners, welcome to this lecture series of Strength of Material. My name is Robin Rai and I'll be your mentor for this subject. I have qualified SSC-J exams for the previous 3 years. Apart from that, I have cracked the GATE exam of 2017, 18, 19, 20 and all. I have done my BTech in 2016. And apart from that, I had 2 years of teaching experience. And I also qualified for the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. Okay, so now let's come to the point. Here in this program, we'll be discussing the subject known as strength of material. Okay, so we'll be focusing towards the various exams which you will be facing. Exams like the State Engineering Services exams or be it SSC-J exams. So we'll be providing you the material which will be as a laying foundation for some exams like engineering services, UPSC, and it will also lay the foundation for GATE exams. Okay. So with this course, we'll try our best to complete the entire syllabus. And apart from that, we'll try to discuss each and every aspects, each and every topics. Okay. And my best regards will be always with you. So let us first of all discuss that what are the subjects which we will be discussing, and apart from that, let us begin with our first subject and also with the introduction part. Okay. So the subjects which we will be discussing is strength of material. Okay. And apart from that, we will discuss structural analysis, RCC. Okay. So till now we'll be discussing these 3 subjects and hydrology. Okay. So this will be our area of discussion. So as of now, we'll be starting with this new subject, that is strength of material. Right? Strength of material. So in a particular way, before starting the syllabus, before starting the subject, let us discuss about the introduction part. Okay, and let us lay out the foundation about those topics which we'll be covering this in this lecture series. So we can say table of content or syllabus. We can say topics to be covered. Okay, so the first topic which we'll be starting is properties of material. Okay, in the first topic, this properties of material, we'll be discussing about various properties of the material which we are going to discuss throughout our lecture. And the properties will be more or less the mechanical properties of the material like ductility and all. Okay, so this will be our major concern in the first topic. Now the second topic will be simple stress and simple strains. Okay, so in this topic we will be discussing about the stress and strain factors due to the applied forces of the on the body. So this will be our second topic. After covering this, we'll be moving towards our third topic, that is SFD and BMD, shear force diagrams and bending moment diagrams. The shear force diagram and bending moment diagram is a very important topic if it is concerned regarding SSCJ exams and regarding state engineering services exams. More or less, the questions are very frequent, and this topic is very important as a preparation point of view. After completing this, we'll be moving to the next topic, that is bending stresses. Okay, so in this we'll be discussing about the simple bending equations and how do we use the bending stresses on the sections, on the compound sections and all. So this will be our area of discussion for bending stress. After that, the next topic will be shear stress. Okay, so in this we'll be discussing about the shear effects on a body. Okay, whenever a body is subjected to some shear force, so what kind of shear effects are there in that body, we'll be discussing about those things in our fifth topic. Now after that, we'll be discussing about principal stress and principal strains. This is actually one of the most important topic if a design engineer wishes to construct a material or design a material. Then with the help of this principal stress and principal strain concept only, he determines that what should be the allotted strength, what should be the allowable strength which we can provide to the material, so that the material should resist the coming force. Okay, so all this analysis will be done in this topic, principal stress and principal strains. We'll be discussing about Mohr circle also. So as of exam point of view, this topic is also the most important topic in our subject, strength of material. After that, we deal with another topic which is follow up of the previous topic, and that is theory of failure. Okay, so here we'll be discussing about various theories of failures, and with the help of this theories of failure only, we design a material. Okay, so this will be our next topic. After that, we'll be discussing about torsions in shafts. So this will be our next point of concern. Okay, so here we'll be discussing about the torsional forces, because if we consider about the strength of material, bodies are usually subjected to shear forces, bending moments. Then they are subjected to axial forces. They may be subjected to thermal stresses also. But torsion is also a very predominant force which comes into the body. Okay, just because of the eccentric connection, or the placement of the load is eccentric, then the material is subjected to torsion also. So we'll be discussing about the torsional effects on the material. Okay. After that, we'll be discussing about deflections of beams. Okay. Here we'll be discussing various methods like double integration method, like Macaulay method. Apart from that, area movement method. We'll be discussing about conjugate beam method. After that, we can also discuss about the superposition principle. So with the help of all these principles and all these methodologies, we'll derive how to find out the deflections in the beam, how to find out the slopes in the beam. So that will be our point of concern in the ninth topic. Apart from that, the last topic will be columns. So in this, we'll be discussing about the Rankine loads and how to calculate the buckling load of the column. Okay, keeping in view the end conditions. Okay, because most of the time the columns are fixed, but in some cases they may be fixed and rigid as well. They may be fixed and hinged as well. They may be free from one end. So we'll be discussing all these things in the last topic, that is columns. And apart from that, we may cover few other topics that are very less important, but yet we have to cover them. That is shear center. Okay. All right. So as you can see, this is the syllabus which we will be covering. Okay. So first topic will be properties of material. The second topic will be simple stress and simple strains. After that, SFDBMD. This is very important. Apart from that, bending stress and shear stress. And with the help of bending stress and shear stress, we'll be heading towards this analysis, that is principal stresses and principal strains. Okay. In the follow-up, we'll be discussing about this topic, that is theories of failure or theory of failure. After that, we'll move to torsions in shaft, and then we'll be discussing about the deflections of beam. The last topics will be column and shear center. Alright. So throughout the lecture, throughout the discussions, learners are expected to make the notes in the same order so that it could be helpful for you, because as soon as you attending the class and after that you make the notes and you try to solve the problems, you try to practice the questions, okay, then that will be very helpful for you people. Okay, so if you wish to solve the problems, so you can refer to question banks, you can refer to previous year questions about that particular examination which you are targeting. Suppose few of you are targeting SSCJ exams, so you can refer the previous year questions of SSCJ. Apart from that, if few of them are, suppose you are trying to refer the state engineering services exams, so you can solve the previous year questions of state engineering services also. So these previous year materials are easily available in the market, so you can get that. Apart from that, if the literature or course book which you can refer is for strength of material, you can refer R.K. Rajput. Okay, so this book is very famous, and it also it contains each and every aspect of this particular subject, strength of material. So you can refer this book also. But my suggestion would be to not to focus upon collecting a whole lot of concepts, rather than focus upon collecting those concepts which are important for the examination point of view, because the prime objective is to clear the examination. Okay, so just keep your rhythm going on, continue with the lectures. Okay, take the lectures very seriously, follow up the lectures, and after that, once you attend the class, make the notes simultaneously and go back, do some homework over that notes. Okay, then try to solve the questions related to that particular topic. That will be very helpful for you. And if there is some doubt, then again you can go through this book also. Okay, for further concept clear, wonderful, for further conceptions, clearing conceptions or misconceptions in the topic which you usually develop. Okay, so in this manner we'll be discussing and we'll be dealing with the subject. Apart from that, due to this COVID time, I feel like studying online is a bit hectic, or it is a bit tough task. But still, stay motivated, keep yourself healthy. Okay, because that's the demand of this time. So you have to go through this, because there is an old English saying that the show must go on. Okay, so with that, I'm expecting you you people to join this, and let's explore each and every aspects and dimensions of this particular subject. Okay. So once again, if you wish to go through the syllabus, you can note it down. Alright. So we'll be starting from properties of material. After that, simple stresses and simple strains. Then shear force and bending moment diagrams. Followed by bending stresses. Then shearing stresses. Then this principal stress and principal strains. And theories of failure. Okay. Torsions in shaft. Deflection in beam. In this topic, we'll be covering various methods like double integration. Okay. Advanced version of double integration is Macaulay. So we'll be using this Macaulay's method also. We'll be using area moment. Apart from that, we'll be discussing conjugate beam. And we can also discuss superposition. Right? Superposition principle. So if it's about important topics, so the topics which are important for the examination point of view are simple stress and simple strains. Questions are being asked from this. Apart from that, shear force diagrams and bending moment diagrams, very famous topic. Then the third topic, that is principal stress and principal strains. Here also the frequency of question is very high. And another topic which should be concerned with a high priority is deflection of beams. In this topic also, we see various questions of various forms. Although the questions are not very difficult to deal, they are easy to handle. Once you are good and once you are handy with all these methods like double integration, Macaulay method, area movement method, or the conjugate beam method and the superposition principles, you'll be easily dealing all the questions. You won't be facing any problem for that. Okay. Apart from that, all of the topics are very important. Okay. No matter what exams are you targeting, this lecture series will definitely be laying a foundation stone for your preparations regarding this particular subject and also regarding the upcoming subjects. So with that, I'm taking your leave. So in the next lecture, we'll be starting our classes. Okay. So till then, take care and thank you so much.